channel. Welcome to an unboxing of these fabulous boxes. This, I think, should be the 80s box. Let's see. Okay, you ready for some, I don't know, rock and roll? Okay, spoiler card. Okay, this is the 80s. That is... okay, I'm thinking it's the DeLorean from Back to the Future. It looks like it. Okay. Stitch and Read. Ooh. So 2 suggestions are on the back of this. Ready Player One, which is the movie as well. Probably where you've actually heard of it. And My Best Friend's Exorcism. So now, Books with B&S is going to have a discussion on December 2. There's a mystery brewing, and the books. I don't think I've got the book club. Now, the next box that's currently available is the Saturday Morning Stitching. Favorite day of the week. Okay. Spoilers. Look, 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 look. It's red. Okay. I wonder if that color would run if it got wet. Oh. Okay. I'm trying not to look. I'm trying not to actually focus on anything in particular, but I can't help it. It's just like, oh. Okay, first thing. Because, you know, who didn't have one of these? If you're around in the 80s, you had one of these. By the way, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I do the unboxings of the Black Needle Society, whether it's for a rep, me, or whether I buy them myself. Nice list box, whatever. That is so cool. And it's so light. And I imagine it will shuffle around. And I'm wondering if I keep it a secret from her. Be very, very quiet. Okay. Look at this! She's going to steal this. No! She's going to so steal this. Now, this is made by Fable Bands. Ooh, they're the people who do the headbands. I love that. I'm a big scrunchie fan. Okay, so hang on. The first thing was the Rubik's Cube scissor fob, curated by the Black Needle Society. While this cube was actually invented in 1974, it was not released until 1980. Attach it to your scissors or a bag if you prefer, and test your skills when you need a brain break. Awesome idea. Okay, this is actually a Stranger Things scrunchie. I'm not a Stranger Things watcher, so I didn't pick that, but it's so bright and colourful. That's awesome. So Stranger Things scrunchie made by Fable Bands. 11 may not have actually been hanging out in Hawkins in the 80s, but we love her self-chosen romper from her mall trip in season 3. This scrunchie uses the same fabric from the romper's design. Oh, good Lord. How in the hell did you find that, Katie? Scrunchies were actually invented in 1986 by Romy Hunt Revson. Really? Trying to think. Okay, I got married in 1993, and the girls had bridesmaid dresses made by my sister, and we got scrunchies made from their leftover material. I don't know. Maybe they were. Okay. All right. Something. Ooh, it's more of these little badgy, keepy thingies. Zipper pulls. Okay, this is artwork by Abby Malaga Art in the cool purple bag. Golden Girls premiered in 1985, and we forever will have this theme song stuck in our head. Thank you for being a friend. And speaking of songs, video killed, the radio star. Now, that's going to give you an earworm. Either of those two will give you earworms. I've got a friend of mine who posts them daily. She is a singer and she puts that on her page. And it's like, oh God, really? It's like if I said Baby Shark to you, you'd probably all cringe. Sorry, not sorry. All right. Video Kill the Radio Star was the first song to play on MTV's debut broadcast in 1981. Now, MTV had, oh gosh, they had a presenter who was actually quite cute. Kind of reminds me of my brother. Blonde hair. And I can see him. Poor guy died of AIDS years later, but he was really, really nice. Brain's gone. Anyone else remember MTV's broadcaster or host on that? Okay, Colour and Cotton have done, woo, these awesome colours. Okay, what movie is this from? Cowabunga. You've got to know that one. Come on. Answers on a postcard. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if you weren't already there. Totally 80s. Look at this lime green. Oh, that's so cool. And Hairband, which is pink. Do you remember wearing the hairbands, like the crescenty? I wore hairbands all the dang time. 8 yards in each of those. Cotton. Are they gorgeous? Those colors are just fantastic. Okay, the magnet, the sticky one. Sorry, I had something near my feet. This one says game over. Ooh, the floss. Sorry. Sorry, spoilers. Oh my goodness. Speciality floss, Colour and Cotton. What is more 80s than a hairband? See? And what's famous? What about the famous Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles catchphrase? Cowabunga. Okay, I used to watch that on a Saturday morning. Scooby-Doo, Pink Panther, Saturday Swap Shop or Superstore from the UK. And yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Scooby-Doo, that kind of thing. All right. Game Over, original designs by Rebel Stitcher Designs. Game Over Needleminder. The Game Boy was a latecomer to the 80s, debuting in 1989, but it forever changed the gaming industry. I was in the post office the other day, and somebody went in and was buying these vintage arcade games that have been revamped and modeled, kind of like little calculators, for $20 or something like that. A steal. These were stocking presents for people in her life, and no way. Oh my goodness. Sorry, distraction, squirrels. It's a tie-dye kit. How cool is this? Oh my goodness. I tie-dyed a t-shirt in a supermarket that I worked in for Halloween or something. I did it with food colouring. And didn't know when I'd finished, because it was really, really good and I really, really liked it. Didn't know when I finished and threw it in the wash. All the colour went out again. I got back to a white t-shirt. That was very cool. But tie-dyeing, Google or Pinterest or go down that rabbit hole. There are some amazing tie-dyers out there and amazing designs. And it would be so much fun to do that. Okay, these guys, DIY kits, DIY tie-dye kit. Brighten up your life by adding some color to your wardrobe with a simple to use tie-dye kit. But they also do DIY cross stitch and DIY yoga bracelets. Whatever the heck a yoga bracelet is. Anyway, there are other kits that you can get. So the tie-dye kit and fabric made by Gift Republic. Tie-dye gained popularity as a protest art in the 1960s. However, by the 80s, designers began incorporating the look into their fashion shows. Use this tie-dye kit to design your own fabric. We've included a cut of plain white cross-stitch fabric for you to experiment with the dye. I have dyed my own fabric, and I have both ice dyed and coffee dyed, and I swear it is so addictive. There's the fabric. So I've got a 32 count even weave. Oh my goodness. I might try and do a heart for her nibs. Okay. The next thing is, oh, all right. You ready? Another earworm. Now, this was certainly pretty big in the UK, Ireland, because our music industry really came from the UK. Don't You Forget About Me, Simple Minds, and movie. Pitch Perfect, number 3. 3? I think it was 3. Pitch Perfect 3 or 2. Anyway, Don't You Forget About Me. Yeah. Simple Minds. That reminds me of my teenage years. Oh my god, that's so cool. I love that. That's fantastic. So it's just a simple project bag, and it's got a black inner. It would have been funky if it had something kind of, you know, in your face kind of green or little sucker moved. Ooh, this is a Pip Sticks. Okay, hang on, sorry. Project bag. Project bag. Mixtape project bag. Artwork is doodled by Meg. Sorry, doodled by Meg. The song Don't You by Simple Minds was released in 1985 along with one of the most iconic movies of the decade, The Breakfast Club. Well, that too. We've included it in our Back to the 80s playlist, which you can find on Spotify by scanning the code below. Ah! Oh my giddy aunt. That is so cool. So, there is an 80s playlist. I will be jumping on that on Spotify in a minute. Okay, now, Pip Sticks. Okay, Connies. My kids loved Connies, and they're in their 20s and just turned into their 30s now. So this was a fashion that continued to keep giving. This is by Pip Sticks, and the washi tape, high top washi tape. While Converse high tops have been around since the 1910s, it gained mass popularity in the 1980s and was a staple to the decade's fashion. Not for me. Use this washi tape in your 2024 planners. Oh my goodness, yes. Or it's a fantastic accessory when fully finishing your stitching pieces on a sewing machine to help you keep a straight line. So, high tops. Very cool. Back when my first granddaughter was born, I went and got a pair of, oh gosh, they were the eyes. Oh, brain fade. Anyway, I got her 2 of each color. I can't remember what they were now. Anyway, memory failure. Can recall most lyrics, most 1980s lyrics, but still can't remember the reason I came into this room. Ain't that the dang truth? Okay, so it's Silver Creek samplers. And yes, that's just, I had glasses like that when I was 12. I hated them. But my hair was kind of like that. And yes, now it's, what am I doing? Yeah. So the pattern, memory error pattern, designed by Silver Creek Samplers. Diane created this pattern especially for a society stitch. She was inspired by the U2 song I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, which released in 1987. Oh my goodness. While we children of the 80s and those before may not remember what we had for breakfast this morning, we'll always be able to sing along with Bono's lyrics. Bono, of course, lived in a suburb a couple of away from me in Ireland. Claim to fame. And he went to college in a college that I used to do summer camps in. Haha. This is based on 18 count cream and sugar Ada from Fibre on a Whim. So it's just a kind of beigey type of background. But yeah, can't recall most 1980s lyrics. Can recall most 1980s lyrics, yes, because they get embedded in those little worms. But still can't remember the reason I came into this room. Love the color changes and everything else in that. It is 6 1/8 by nearly 4 inches. The design area is actually 123 by 77, so it's not huge. On a 28 count over 2, it would be just over 8 inches by 5 inches. So a nice project. And it's not full coverage either. You could swap out your own colours for the Argyle kind of sweater as well. Those 1980 colours for the numbers are really, really cool. So it's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 colours. Okay, there's a blurb on the back. I'm going to read this to you because, you know, it's 80s fun. Who can forget the totally rad 80s? Remember wearing bright neon-coloured geometric patterns when sitting by the radio, eagerly waiting for your favourite song to come on, then jumping to press the record button. How about leg warmers that would wound up slouched around your ankles? I had bright red ones. They were gorgeous. Those shoulder pads that rivaled an NFL linebacker. Guilty. What about windsuits that swooshed as you walked and resembled colour-coordinated trash bags? No. Let's not forget the makeup. Oh, God. Yeah, I didn't tend to go for the blue, I don't think. The makeup surely was the envy of circus clowns everywhere. Such fond memories that are forever etched in our brains. Those hideous photos we don't want anyone to see. I've got a photo that was me sitting in the backyard with a perm. No, not with a perm. Sorry, I backcombed my hair. I don't think I've actually got any photographic evidence of my perm. I only had 2 perms in my life. It was good when it kind of started falling out and I had loose curls, but when it was tight, oh my God. Yeah. Anyway, and and yet today we experience memory error when trying to recall the reason we came into the room. I would really encourage you, when that's released, if you haven't already got it, go to the vault. If you want to get that, use the code PIPPA5, all caps, and the number 5. That is really cool. This is awesome. It's kind of like watching The Breakfast Club or watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off or Saturday mornings, curled up in your pajamas, maybe with a blanket, watching the TV in the mornings. Yeah, that's nice memories, nice times. All right, so there's all of those. There's the pattern, there's the washi tape with the high tops, there's the project bag, which is always going to put that song in my head. There's the tie-dye. Oh, my kitty aunt. Like, I can't wait to have a go at this. That's, yeah. This, as I said, I'm going to have to fight her because she's going to love this. The Game Over game, which is, seriously, they are coming back into vogue now, as most things do every 20 years anyway. The colours of the colouring cotton, aren't they gorgeous? The Rubik's. I could do these. I could make the bullseye and I could make the cross. And that was about it. If I jumbled it up, could never fix it. I had to smash it apart and then put the pieces back together again. It's just me. And then the 2 zip pulls, Golden Girls and Who Video Killed the Radio Star, which is true. It's the same for people chatting online. I'll chat to people online and then they send me a photo and it's like, yeah, okay, hard pass. Not dating you or whatever. Anyway, just one of those sides. But the tie-dye kit, I can't wait to actually take a peek into that. And yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. Oh, this is so cool. Don't forget the January box, Saturday morning stitching edition. Grab your Saturday morning stitching, snuggle in for perfect. That means blankets, hoodies. Hoodies are probably too big. I don't know. The designer for that month's box is Flossie Fox Shop. Andrea has created a nostalgic and colourful piece for our Saturday stitchers that will brighten up your morning. Okay. The DeLorean, of course, Back to the Future, 1, 2, 3. Indiana Jones would have been back then. Okay. Oh, just so many cool memories for the 80s. 90s were different, see.
Now look at this. Now look at this.
You can look. Hang on. And this. Look at this.
Ooh. Can I have it?
See? Maybe. Okay, gonna go.
But Mama, I'll give you my pink one.
I don't want the pink one. I want that one. Thank you. Bye.
No, I want to play with this.
Hello. Sorry, I was packing up and I forgot this package. This is something I was actually contacted by Amy of Tink and it's Chloe's new design, Tink and something. Apparently I won, I'll tell you in a second. Apparently I won Frog and Tink. There you go. Whether that means that one knits and one cross stitches, I don't know. Anyway, this is Amy and Chloe from the Black Needle Society. Oh my goodness. And this is the project bag that I won in the Human and Zombies thingy. Oh look, it's purple and orange. Oh my goodness, my ex would have had a cow. This is so cool. It's all kinds of deathy, creepy, which is all kinds of appropriate. The purple. Because I've been binge watching Bones at the moment. It was all kinds of creepy. But oh my goodness, this is really quite cool. The size is fantastic. I am really digging that. So we've got the beetles and the bats and the skull and the bones and the moth, the death moth, I'm not sure. The hand for palmistry, I think. The crescent moon and stars, spiders, the webs. That is really funky. And the purple inside, and I love the little needle, not needle, thread jewellery, zip jewellery even. And oh, it's got a little spider web. We had a month of potentially humans versus zombies stitch off in the Black Needle Society. And I think we will be doing this again next October. So basically what you did was they put the fastest stitcher in the world, Jennifer. They put her as the first zombie. And she challenged humans. And she beat me when I had my challenge, of course, because she's just phenomenal. And I don't know how the hell she stitches as fast as she does. It's completely obscene. Anyway, I turned into a zombie. I had a couple of challenges and then I lost because I ran out of time and time zones, and it was just a little bit hard to calculate how often you needed to do something and all of that kind of jazz.
I like that.
So, yeah. Anyway, apparently there was a random draw afterwards for the Aussie stitchers that were doing this. So I don't think there was many of us, but I don't know. Yeah. And Amy contacted me and I won that from Frog and Tink. So if you're interested in Frog and Tink, it's Chloe's designs. She has released a new design and it is 5 stars and one of them was filled in. So it was a 1-star rating, I think, to do with something like adulting, you know, that adulting just sucked, that kind of thing. Anyway, it's very cool. Go and check out Frog and Tink on Etsy. All right, back to the video. All right, I'm going to go. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do consider subscribing. Drop me a like and comment if you need any more information on any of these. This was such a fun box, and I probably could have, you know, gone down memory lane with lots and lots of things. So yeah, it was great. And I'm wondering if I can actually do anything with the red wormies, because they're actually really pretty and all kinds of cool. I have, yes, I have a cunning plan. We'll see. I'll have to see if I can find a glass jar of dirt. Anyway, bye for now. See you soon. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.